Alright, so just wanted to review the 2022 Columbus Half Marathon. Wasn't my best race, 129. Did okay. So the race itself, I ate my normal breakfast 2 hours beforehand. That worked well. My stomach was well. I think nutrition was well. I didn't feel like anything was off there. My legs weren't sore. I think my stride said that I was recovered around 7. My Coros watch said I was recovered. My stride said I should be able to hit 287 on my power numbers. What else? Everything was feeling pretty good. I actually got off the start line reasonable amount with Tracy with a goal of trying to hit that 287. I did not do a warm-up whatsoever. I didn't even have time to do leg swings. I think I probably could have benefited from that. I wasn't particularly cold. I wasn't particularly warm. I did wear gloves and like a pull-down hat. I had on sleeves, and I just wore my tri-shorts. I had tights on. I took them off and put them in gear check last minute. I feel like I could have benefited from being a little bit warmer. Just looking at some of my race history, I can benefit from being warmer. When I get cold, not so good. I felt like I didn't really even sweat that much. Like, Tracy got done and Wesley got done and they were shivering, and I wasn't that cold. I mean, I was cold, but I think it's because I wasn't wet from sweating at all. My hair wasn't wet, nothing. So, things that didn't go well. Well, my first mile, I think it was really difficult to get to that 287 and average it. But my pace just didn't come out. I think my first mile was like 6:50, not what I wanted to see, so mentally not good. And then the next couple miles I was hitting around my goal, 287, but it just kept coming out, like 635, 638. Whereas I knew in my head from that Miami race and last year's Columbus, that same effort I was putting out was getting me better results. So I'm not really sure what happened there. I feel like I'm lifting more than I ever did last year. One of the big differences in my training from last year is on my long runs were way different. So my long runs this year, I was doing some decent mileage. I think I only went up to 14 was my highest, but all of them I was like straight hammering. I didn't really warm up into it, and then I was hitting 20 seconds to 30 seconds slower than marathon pace, which it's kind of funny because that's exactly what I ended up with in the half marathon. So I guess the biggest predictor of what I was going to do was what I actually had been doing in training. Whereas last year I would do like really slow, more mileage, and then at the end pick it up to a specific power number. So maybe that's what went different. The other thing too, on Thursday night, I was sick, really, really cold. My temperature never got to the point above 100, but it was right there, 99.7, 99, and I felt god-awfully terrible, shivering. Didn't think I was going to be able to come to work on Friday, and didn't run on Friday because I felt so terrible. I don't think I was going to run anyways, but I felt just awful. So I don't know. I have no idea if that played into it. I think if I was fully healthy and ready to go, 126 was probably more in the cards anyways, based on what my training indicated. which isn't far off. It's like a minute off my PR, so that's maybe what I would have done differently. So at this point, I'm thinking maybe I sign up for another one. I don't know. Super happy. Tracy had a great race. Lindsay had a good race. Wesley just straight, he really surprised me with what he did. He won 45, and he was able to really pick it up at the end, so that was super impressive to me. It was funny, he got to run with a lot of the people that I know and run with, so it was fun for him to be a part of that. I thought it was really interesting too. So we showed up kind of late. We barely got into the corral with the national anthem was playing, and we weren't even in our corrals yet. And so we get up there, and it's a big crowded mass of people. Everyone's all, jazz, fireworks are going off. And me and Tracy are like, well, we got to get to the front if we want to get the pace, because we don't want to get caught back in the wash back here. It was good. All three of us were in corral A. But anyways, Wesley's like, Dad, I want to stay here. I don't want to go up in that massive crowd. I'm like, are you serious, dude? He's like, yeah, I'm fine back here. So it's kind of interesting. He's that confident that I think he just didn't want to be going at me and Tracy's pace to start. So, and then he found his coach from Fast Rabbits and hung out with her before the race started anyway. So it's like him. He's always been pretty relational with adults. So that was a cool aspect. Shoes felt good. Again, my legs, nothing was really wrong. Whereas that little Miami race, I think what went right is I did a whole bunch of tempo pace and a whole bunch of not long running, but long endurance events and biking all summer and swimming all summer. And so the running, it was like, well, I think I can do an hour and 25 minutes if I've been biking for 12 hours before. Also, the course was set up like dead flat, out and back turnaround. There's no crowd support, but apparently I don't need that. All my best races, I really never have crowd support. Also, it was like 60, 65 degrees, and I was definitely sweating at that one, but for whatever reason, I run really good in the 50s and 60s, the 40s, maybe a little chilly for me. I don't know, I don't feel cold, but apparently I run a little bit better when it's a little warmer. Things I would have changed: not getting sick on Thursday night. Maybe do a shakeout run. Not a shakeout, but a warm-up run beforehand. And in my long runs, not do the tempo long run on the weekends, but do longer long runs with a fast finish. That's maybe what I would try for next time. I think other than that, that would be what I would do. All right.